Welcome friends, I'm Z. This is a visual guide to the Dragoon rotation as of version 2.4 of Final Fantasy XIV. 2.5 brought some exciting buffs to Dragoon. Full disclosure, I am a main ninja now. Any optimization changes to the rotation have not been perfected as of 2.5, and nothing in Final Coil has been personally tested by me. As you can see, this rotation will be for an I-110 Dragoon using a High Elegant Spear and accuracy for turn 9, 10, and 11. The opener will assume you are using at HQ Potions of Strength and NQ Potent Poison Pots. I will be using HQ Black Truffle Risotto for my food, and before I go into the rotation, let me preface it by saying I use both my mouse to click and hotkeys. Now that might not be the best for everyone, but it works for me, so we're just going to move on from there. The full rotation is 24 global cooldowns with 10 off global cooldown moves sprinkled in as they come up because of some of the changes in 2.5, such as power surges recast and jumps recast lining up pretty evenly. You should hold on to, but might not have to, certain moves. Life Surge will always be used for full thrust, internal release, and blood for blood should only be popped when you need to kill ads down, or if the boss is going to be there for the full duration of the buff. Moving on, 18 steps for the complete opener. It is as follows: Heavy Thrust, internal release; Impulse Drive, blood for blood; Disembowel, X Potion; Chaos Thrust, Power Surge; Phlebotomize, Dragon Fire Dive; True Thrust, Jump; Vorpal Thrust, Leg Sweep, Life Surge; Full Thrust, Spine Shatter Dive, and your Potent Poison Pot. You will not apply the Potent Poison Pot until after the first reapplication of Heavy Thrust, so technically it goes into after the opener, but popping it as soon as you can is always better. Another little thing to point out is, in actual raids, there is a line that you cannot cross without face pulling the enemy. If you want to get the most out of your DPS, you will need to position yourself close to that line, off to the flank, have your weapon out, and as soon as you see the tank going for the pull, you move in and open with Heavy Thrust and begin your rotation. You want to be the first person, besides the tank, to hit the boss. You may even sometimes be the first person to hit the boss if the tank pulled by sight and then followed up with enmity. Because of this, as soon as the boss hits with Shield Lob or Tomahawk, as soon as your tank hits with Shield Lob or Tomahawk, it is okay to hit with Heavy Thrust first. They will pull enmity back off of you and everything will go kosher. Now, I'm going to mute the microphone and we're going to see the actual rotation in action on this poor striking dummy. As we can see, those numbers will taper down to about 460, 470 range. Thanks to the Dragoon buffs on 2.5, those used to be about 440 and 460 before. They leap up to 700 plus for the burst opener, taper down into the 600s and then the 500s, and then plateau off. Those numbers will stay that way unless you mess up one time, the major crux of Dragoon. So don't. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Now get out there and make Ishgard proud.